So I've been playing a lot of Flatout 1 recently, and I was originally going to make a video about that. Flatout 1, and then a little clip of Flatout 2, and a little clip of Flatout 3 to see how the game has progressed. And then I ended up hating Flatout 3 so much because the game is such a pile of shit. I'm gonna go with user-defined, so advanced video options. Warning, adjusting the video settings may alter the game performance and game experience dramatically. Proceed anyway. Oh, wait, what? Hello? Hey! See, this is what I'm talking about. This shit doesn't even let you go to yes and change everything fucking manually. It doesn't. You can't, and you don't have a mouse, so what the hell? We're gonna go to single player. First off, the complete interface changed from the first one. I love the first one. Everything was like left and right and whatever. The second one was the same. So I'm not gonna bother talking too much about this thing, but whatever. Racing, Detroit. Okay, so this is actually one of the good things about this game. Probably the only good thing about this game. You get to choose the class, which you can see at the top. Muscle class, tuner class, sports class, classic class, or muscle. Well, I've already been to muscle. So then you've chosen your class. Let's go with muscle, and you can choose your car, which that's what the who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? I don't know. We're gonna go with tuner because usually they have really good handling, right? Also, for some reason, like there's pretty much no difference in the classes for like, look, these are the only two tuner class cars you have, and they are the exact same stats. Okay, then you've got different skins, which is also nice, but you had that in the first game already. And then, there you go, lowering suspension, yada yada yada. This is great. Restoring the full tuning settings. What do we have? Drifter, changing to slicks, reducing weight, upgrading suspension, tweaking yada yada yada. We're actually gonna go with Drifter because we need the fucking handling, because this game handles like shit. And then there is this thing. What the fuck were they thinking? Like, I can understand that maybe you want to have a different character to race with, but why? Like, the driver itself doesn't make any difference. Just give me a basic male and a basic female like they did in Flatout 2, and then everybody is happy with that. If they don't like it, well, that's one thing. Now this is on Ultra. Also, the volume of the game is completely fucking bullshit. Because look at this, I am down to the last fucking thing. I have to move the mic almost all the way to my fucking mouth to be able to hear myself. I don't know how this is gonna be in the video, but whatever. And there's a checkpoint, and it's full, and then we're going to the next one, and the destruction of the cars is not anywhere near as good as the first or second. And this is supposed to be like Drifter. This is bullshit. You can't even drive with Drifter. What the hell? I mean, yeah, you have the advantage that now you can actually drift. We're actually gonna go with the default settings. We're back to being square one once again. Now, as you can see, this game doesn't even look that great. So that's not a redeeming thing. I'm actually just gonna let these guys boost off, because that's, from the looks of it, the main focus of this game. Now, it would have a redeeming quality if the game would be a decent driving game. But it's not. First of all, let me just look at this. Like, great. So I totally just ran into a tree, and basically my bumper just came loose. Great. Okay. Let's just go full speed. We're doing 200 kilometers. Okay, so I can't even leave the track. Great. Now I'll just have to run into a building or something. There you go. Hit a tree. Respawn. What exactly happened to my car? I lost the doors. And, like, the bumpers. That is it. Let's go with Stuntman. Like, golf course. Okay. One evil windmill. Let's just go with this car. I've totally lost the little bit of enthusiasm that I had about making this video. First of all, this guy sounds like a chick. What the hell? Seriously? You couldn't get a guy to sound a little bit more like a guy? To voice this guy? I'm guessing, I don't know. Let's just go with my regular guy. Where is this bitch there? Unknown player, that would be us. Unknown player, more like unknown fucking shit. This game is... And the problem is, the first and the second game are so good. Look at this. Now, the only reason I can say I understand is because this was not made by the same guys that made Flatout 1 and 2. The exact same car. It just looks different. It's called different. In speed mode, it's much easier to crash. Well, no fucking shit. I wouldn't have thunk it. Considering that this game is focused on boosting. I mean, I just did hit the guy at 160 kilometers. I just casually pushed this guy out of the way. Like, what? I'm not even boosting yet. This is supposed to be somewhat like Formula 1. First off, this handling is horrible. Second, I basically need my e-brake to turn. Like, for real? And then there's 3 cameras. The first being this one. Then you've got your bumper camera. And your far camera, which doesn't really make any difference. Like, if I wanna... Wow. In Flatout 1 I would have flipped my car right there. Considering that most cars that would end up driving over those would be driving over them, and if you can just use your imagination for a little bit, that would lift your car up into the air instead of making it drive like this. 210, 200... Taking a corner like this at 200 plus kilometers per hour. Really? And here's the major problem with this. I'm drifting a Formula 1 car. What the fuck? Also, did my front just... No. Before I ruin my own image of this whole game, I'm going to quickly stop this video, uninstall this thing, and remove it from my list of games, then hide it so people don't know that I have it. And those of you that watch this video, I don't have this game. Okay? As of this video, I do not own this game anymore because it does not exist in my game library, it does not exist on my computer anymore, and if I can find the CD, I will probably break it. Actually, I'm probably not going to break it because Flatout 1 and 2 are still on there. Fuck.